Well, afternoon. Williams, Philippines. It is Monday, June 16th at about 2:23 in the PM. Yay. Got my luggage yesterday. It was broken. Spent an hour talking to Amazon. It's on its way back to Amazon. Had to take time out of my day and go put it in the shipper. Take it to the shipper. Boy, now I have another credit coming. Oh, yay. But no bad. And I did manage to find uh, a bag that is 26 inches. Actually, it's a pair of bags. Comes out a bit more than what that one was, but I'm getting two bags. So I guess that's a positive thing. Don't really need both of them, but this will give me something I can lock up and leave at my aunt's for those interesting papers that I don't really need to carry to the Philippines with me, but I'm not allowed to take and throw away because the government might want to stick its nose up my butt. Yeah, it's all that fun stuff. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good week. Mine's off to a good Wednesday. I'm glad it's over with. I'm about to go crawl in bed after getting this in the can and calling it. And yeah, played with something. I got a little translator dongle that hangs out the bottom of your phone, and but it wants $30 to download offline content for three languages. I can do it for like 10 for one, but I don't know. Really just need Tagalog, Filipino, so I don't know. Have some available for, I don't know, Korean, maybe Japanese or Thai. I don't know. It's a thought process. But yeah, always have fun trying to figure things out. It's better to look down the road and make sure that the road's still there and that the bridge is intact before you go charging out over it and it's not there. Yeah. You don't need to play Wile E. Coyote to, yeah, have a life. I suggest not following Wile E. Coyote. That sudden finding out that there's nothing under your feet except air for long distances down, that's not good. But it sure seems like a lot of folks do that. It makes me wonder. I mean, seriously, makes me wonder. But that is what it is. Everybody gets to choose what they do with their life. And if you don't choose well or choose wisely, you end up with consequences you're not going to like. Hell, even if you do choose carefully and wisely, quite often you end up with consequences you don't like. Uh, yeah. The world isn't soft and cuddly. You might have somebody that tries to take care of you and let you have soft and cuddly, but if you don't know what hard is, you're going to have a problem. Because, yeah, soft and cuddly teaches you to be soft. Soft gets you run over. If you ain't got the sense to stay out the middle of the road, you're going to get hurt. But pain is a great educator. If you, you know, if you want to go be stupid, go be stupid. Just don't cry about the consequences. You made the choice. You put yourself there. I mean, everything you do is your choice. I mean, somebody can threaten to, crush your hand if you don't move it. You can tell them no. They swing the hammer and smack you in the hand. Well, you could have moved it, or you can say no and let it sit there and get smacked in the hand. But it is your choice. You get to make that choice. I was a frame carpenter for many years. One of the hazards of that is hammers hitting fingers. I know about that. I know way too much about that. All my fingers hurt on a regular daily basis. On a good day, they hurt. But I did do 18 and a half years of being a frame carpenter, almost 19. It's you add in the rest of it, bits and pieces of construction. I got over 20. Uh, I remember taking and running a jackhammer on the side of the road, chiseling out rocks, big boulders into small rocks, so that they could pour a drainage ditch along the side of a toll road going out of Skytook, heading toward Oklahoma City. I don't know if that's where the road actually went. It was many years ago, and I've slept way too many times since then. But yeah, construction is a rough job. It takes its toll on you. And if you don't pay attention, it'll hurt you. And life's the same way. If you don't pay attention, it will hurt you. I saw somebody today that was made me question what were they on? Walking by, talking to themselves, just walking out into traffic. I wasn't in the road, and yeah, but this guy just crazy walked across, talking to himself. I went ahead, got in my car, and just let him go. Ain't my department to worry about him. Quite honestly, if he'd got hit by a car, would it have been a loss? I mean, seriously, if he's that crazy already that he's doing that, don't get me wrong, there's a possibility he may wake up and decide to grow up and become something better. I hope he does. But he's out there dancing in the middle of the street, and well, I hope the bumper gets him and educates him. Sometimes bumpers kill you, but if you do survive it, I hope you learn your lesson and don't go out there again. We always get to choose what we do. That's the painful part, is the consequence comes along with it. And you never know what that's going to be, because we don't know what the future is. The best we can do is look as far down the road as we can see, plan as good as we can plan, and then try to be as cautious about it as we can. But we still got to go out there and live. I mean, we learn from the past. We live now in the moment. That's all we're guaranteed. We try to plan and make a better future. But don't be afraid to live today because you're worried about the future. I mean, if you're sitting there doing nothing because you're afraid to do something, because you're afraid of the future, what might happen, well, you're not going to live now. And that's going to be a tragedy. because living now is important. I mean, seriously, live. Too many people don't. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to try to figure out whether I'm buying this 2 suitcases and get it in the process and going, or do I wait for this other one to get here and then buy it? I don't know how long it's going to take for them to process this. The sooner the better. Because I already got my money. Well, somebody's got my money. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to get this in the can and call it. I'm Williams, Philippines. Later blessings, bye-bye. Lots of food, lots of friends, lots of family, and again, more food. And I'm Fish. Guess what? Fish is out.